Hello my friends and enemies alike, hope you're as good as can be in these dark times. Have you ever captured a moment that tells an entire story? Photos hold immense power. They can serve as evidence, conveying truth visually. Today, we'll explore how these photos are vital for showing green square accord service charge abuse and thus completely contradicting the amazing award-winning GSA where all green square accord tenants are thriving at home whilst building better lives according to the GSA way propaganda, apparently. Green square accord rent and service charges increased from £94.69 to £125.48 and state that our service charge is calculated on the services that GSA provide you, with a full breakdown of those charges included in the letter provided. Always scrutinize your service charges, especially if you're a GSA tenant. The GSA way is making a yearly fortune from this complex alone. No wonder Ruth Cook's CEO wages are £5,600 a week, that's around £150 per hour. Allow me to show you the GSA way. Firstly, let's look at the services they are charging all tenants at this complex that I have never received or personally utilized at any point in all of the 7 years of my tenancy: communal cleaning service, caretaker service, window cleaning service, communal equipment, communal gas, heating, fire safety equipment, use of scheme assets, and last, but by no means least, also my personal favorite, communal provision for communal repairs. What the hell does that even mean? It makes nearly £300 yearly in revenue at this complex alone, and yet this complex is left to rot with minimal resources allocated for repairs or anything else other than the acquisition of profit by nefarious means against the very poorest in society, that are barely holding on in this cost of living crisis. Let's now look at the photos showing the complete neglect by the GSA way that I have been reporting on for years, just to be ignored, threatened, shut down and silenced, as you can see with the latest complaint that I will go into deeper in the next video. I can only assume this neglected communal building with the letterbox overflowing from lack of attention by GSA alleged caretaker service, that we're not allowed to access but constantly charged for, comes under scheme assets at £2.72 per tenant per week, or communal equipment at £3.10 per week, or maybe both. Who knows? We're being charged for what? 2 rundown washing machines from the 90s, a rusty barbecue with pink plastic utensils and a dilapidated bench to sit, eat and enjoy the unkept garden. I say garden, more like shithole space that has been neglected and unused for years, and yet still all tenants are being charged for, and the GSA way makes another profit out of thin air once again. Door entry maintenance, that I am paying £3.23 per week, for broken security gates that have been reported constantly for over 3 years, that have hardly been operational during my 7-year tenancy. The security situation is that dire now, that the security gates are even off their hinges, broken, or wide open for anyone with nefarious intent just to trespass with ease. No need to buzz in, anyone may access this complex without restriction using the GSA way. Waste collection facilities, £839.39 yearly for this dump. Sorry, I mean complex, where rubbish is constantly dumped and neglected as a standard GSA practice for years, which can be seen in my previous videos from 3 years ago. Nothing has changed except Ruth Cook's wages have increased to £290,000 per year, and that's a hell of a lot more than the Prime Minister gets. And finally, the only thing that is done at this complex on a regular basis as an easy, simple, superficial green square accord fix to hide this complex many failures is grounds maintenance, netting £1,443.88 a year for the GSA way, just for the grass to be dumped on the floor by the bins in split black bags and left to rot. GSA cannot even be asked to clean their own rubbish up after its diabolical repairs at this complex, and why would they, when we tenants can then be charged for waste collection of waste left by GSA themselves? Create the problem, then solve the problem, whilst profiting from it. Now that is the GSA way. If you're a Green Square Accord tenant, I urge you to review your service charges. I am now no longer willing to blindly pay until Green Square Accord can justify all these charges. No doubt they're going to punish me and throw everything in their arsenal at me using lawfare, for me daring to challenge the GSA way, bullying, threats, intimidation, etc., etc., police, solicitors, courts, eviction, blah blah blah, all coming to my letterbox soon, and yet I smile because I am counting on it. Be safe in these dark times, and thank you for listening.